I didn't bring any water today. So you remember when we were talking about how dumb that was last week? It's pretty warm today. So we're about to find out what 8 miles with no water when we burn 1,000 milliliters of water feels like. Is it milliliters? I think it's milliliters. Don't quote me on the... 2 water bottles, let's just say that. 2 water bottles, 2 8 ounces, 16 ounces. That's about what we're about to... Normally that's what it says we go through. Run a bit slower and see what that does. Nice fresh concrete. Imagine if I carved my name in. No, I wouldn't do that. Nice and nice. Very nice. I have a slight tinge in my right knee, which is kind of weird. So I'm not gonna run too far today. I'm just gonna run 5 miles and maybe take it easy a little bit. But that's the plan because I really don't want to injure my knee. That would suck. Coming up on mile 4, my knees feel good now. I guess maybe it was just like a first mile thing, but I don't regret turning around early because I really don't want to screw up my leg and then be like 2 weeks, 3 weeks of recovery. I'd rather play it safe for the next week or 2 and strengthen up, and then that way I can push a little bit harder in the months to follow leading up to the 100 miler. That's the goal anyways. Average heart rate 146. Screenshot, boom and boom. There you guys go. There's the run. You know it before me. What? You saw it and witnessed it before I did. All right, let me get eyes on this.
Let me get eyes on this. Everybody else already had.
8:49 expected. The first 2 miles were kind of weak because I kept stopping to stretch out my knees because there was like a weird feeling in them. And I was just like, ooh, I don't know if I really want to push this weird feeling. So I ended up calling it up, 5 miles. But, you know what I might do instead? Let's go to the gym and let's go hit the Stairmaster for an hour to make up. No handlebars. Handlebars are cheating. Like grabbing onto the handlebar, well, you might as well not even do it for that as long as you are. People are on there hugging it. I used to be like that. Be on it, hugging it, like laying down basically, barely using my legs. I mean, shoot, man. Unless you're trying to break the world record for being on it the longest, you might as well be on that bad boy for an hour less, 10 minutes less, just going straight and getting the burn quicker, going a little bit slower. You know, it's better to get the full effort than half effort, you know what I mean? That's my opinion on it. So we're gonna go see if we can do an hour without touching size. 4,000 steps, baby. No handrails. Handrails are for the old, not for the young. Or for whoever needs them, I guess. I take back that last part. Hello, everyone. We're out of the gym. Yeah, it's pretty good. Saw by the clips. Hour on the Stairmaster. Honestly, not as hard as I thought it would be. Felt pretty good the whole time. And might I say, no handlebars. No handlebars. That's what I mean, a few weeks ago, or not a few weeks ago, this was like about a year ago. Nah, well, let me think. Yeah, about a year ago, I glanced over. I was at another gym, and I was pushing some. I was doing some ball workouts, throwing the ball down, catching it. 50-pound ball, put it above my head, throw it down. Whatever. I looked over and I saw 3 guys on the Stairmasters. There's 3 Stairmasters. I looked over and I saw these guys all hunched over like this, I watched them walk in about 5 minutes prior. They started off on it like that, just down in the dumps. And I looked over, I saw that, and I thought to myself, I will never do that again. I used to do it all the time. I used to look down at the ground the whole time, like it was like I was in, you know, concentration camp or something. And I used to look down like that. And when I saw it, when I was in perspective of what it looked like, I said, wow, that's the equivalent to like whenever I see someone running fast on the treadmill, but they're holding on to the front bars like this, and they're running really fast. And they just keep like repeating that, and they're like stomping because it's like too much for their, I kind of like think to myself, like, that person's hurting themselves. I've tried to explain to a couple people, like, you should probably just run slower and it'd be more enjoyable, but they was like, I know what I'm doing. So now I don't really do that anymore. But I do to old ladies, whenever I see old ladies like using equipment. Okay, that has nothing to do with anything. Okay. But anyways, when I saw that, I thought to myself, I can't look that weak when I do it again. I can't look like this is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I refused. So what went on, like, I scrapped. I used to be going like, oh, I'll do 100 floors real quick and do it as fast as I could. But it'd be like, I think I would do like, how fast would I do it? I want to say like 8 minutes to do 100 floors. But I was holding on to the bars the whole time. And I was like, you know, doing whatever, just like holding on to them. And then I was like, nah. So I reset my whole thing. I was like, we're just gonna get on the stair stepper and do it. Stand straight up. And, you know, whatever comes. If we only do it for 3 minutes, we only do it for 3 minutes. And I would do it for longer. I could do it for like 10 minutes. You know, it's like running. The first few minutes are hard, or first minute or two, and then your legs are warm, and then it's like repetitive. And after that, I was like, you know what? I'm not using the bars anymore. I'm done. And I haven't used them since. It's been probably about a year. I got tired of it, and I said, you know what? Cannot be doing that. So, yeah.